Alright, so I just witnessed what everyone else just witnessed. Nick Foles beating fucking Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I think it's the end for the Patriots. They say he's going to play till he's fucking 40, 48, whatever. I don't like that. I don't think it's happening. I mean, even if he had won the Super Bowl, I think I still would have not liked him next year, because, I mean, this guy's 40. And both the coordinators are leaving, and we have no idea what Belichick's going to do. I mean, and that's the last year that they could rely so heavily on Tom Brady. You know how many games they could have lost if they had anyone else at quarterback, except for maybe Rodgers? Like, definitely, like that Houston game, they would have lost. A shit ton of other games. The Pittsburgh game, probably would have lost that one Jets game. I mean, like, that's like a 9-17 without that guy. That defense, it is just, I mean, Nick Foles lit him up. Nick Foles. Now, I mean, he did light up Minnesota, but that was a lot. Like, watching those highlights, that was a lot of run after the catch, a lot of screen passes, a lot of dink and dunk that, you know, the receivers got ahead of steam and were able to run for a shit ton of yards. But, I mean, Nick Foles played good as fuck, though. I'm not taking that away from him. He beat the greatest of all time. Not the best of all time, the greatest. Because, I mean, to me, Rodgers is the best of all time. The best quarterback I've ever seen play. But Nick Foles is a Super Bowl champion. Ah, my God. This actually makes me very curious for the future of the NFL. Because it's such a quarterback-driven league. But if Blake Bortles came so close to beating him, and then Case Keenum and Nick Foles were in the other conference, and Nick Foles beat him, so it's pretty ridiculous. But the point of this video is that the Patriots dynasty is over. Brady, expect him to be, he might be good for the first half of next year, but he's not gonna be an MVP. I'll tell you that. Unless every other player in the NFL gets hurt, he's not the MVP. I mean, do you know how shitty that team is? Other than maybe like him, Gronk, who's saying he might retire, and then Brandon Cooks, who's a deep threat. Other than that, the O-line's not good. Defense is just so horrible. The defense is so bad. It's insane. Like, and you gotta kill the draft. Like, you gotta pull a fucking Saints and like murder the draft and do what the Jags did, sign some fucking players in free agency. Cause, I mean, I don't see a scenario where this team is back in the Super Bowl next year with that same roster. I mean, it's gonna be like a lot like Peyton Manning with his last year in Denver, where they had the run game, they had really good receivers, they had that all-time defense, and Peyton couldn't throw, but he didn't have to. And I think that's what they got to do with Tom. They got to get a power runner. They got to get a lot of things on defense. Like, they need 2 pass rushers at least, 1 interior lineman, 2 linebackers, a corner. Who knows what Malcolm Butler's going to do? They didn't fucking play him in the Super Bowl for some reason. I don't even know what he did. They need another safety. They need so much help. And then they also need, an O-line and a future quarterback, since Robert Kraft's a little bitch and wanted Garoppolo out. And look what happened. They're lucky you traded him to the NFC because they would have probably beat him. Expect Deshaun Watson next year in the Super Bowl. And, I mean, I don't even know what other team would make it because it's like a shift of power, especially if the Patriots start sucking, like the Jags, Houston before everyone got hurt, like fucking Tennessee made the playoffs and beat the Chiefs, and Alex Smith is gone, so, and Patrick Mahomes is in, so, new faces. Tom Brady's never seen them, and I mean, I think he's too old. I just think you can love him all you want, thinking he's gonna be able to do it. People thought Peyton Manning would be able to do it. All of a sudden, one day, just in a snap, he just sucked. Or, I mean, with Brady, it all takes is that one hit. That one hit. He took some shots this year. Next year, all it's going to take is that one hit where he throws. He's going to land awkwardly like Aaron Rodgers did. And the difference between him and any other quarterback, he's 40. So that injury is going to hurt a lot more than any other injury for anyone else. And I mean, would he even come back from a big injury if he like tore his ACL or broke his arm or some shit like that? And we don't even know. Like, back to my point, we don't know where Belichick is, and I mean, as good as they've been, Belichick always had his guys. Like, he always had his guys at coordinator. So this is really, really just weird how he would let them both go for coaching jobs. And I'm interested to see how good the Colts are going to do and how good the Lions are going to do. Because, I mean, that'll really show if it's Belichick or if it's Patricia and McDaniels who are the geniuses behind this whole thing, with Tom Brady being that old and that team defense. I mean, Stephon Gilmore pisses me off so much. Like, I don't understand why. They could have probably gone after Boye even. I think he got a similar contract to Boye, I'm assuming. I don't remember exactly, but if you're the Patriots, you need to get some big free agents. And I mean, you think about what they could have had too. Could have had Chandler Jones. I'm pretty sure did he lead the league in sacks again? He might have. He's one of the best pass rushers in the league. You had him on your team and you just gave him away. And same thing with that guy they gave to the Browns. I forget his name exactly. Linebacker on the Browns. He's pretty good too. So you can't keep giving away talent like that. And I don't know what's going on with Malcolm Butler. They might let him go. Then what are you going to do? Nick Foles throws all over you. Threw like 380 yards. Now you're going to let Malcolm Butler go? The fucking hero? I hope he goes to the Saints. That would be sick. Or the fucking Steelers or some shit. Like, I don't know. That's not the point. The point is, you can't give away all this talent and expect Tom Brady to do this until he's like 95, until he's older, until fucking Robert Kraft is dead, and Tom Brady is as old as Robert Kraft is now. That's what they make it seem like. Man, and they almost didn't sign Dante Hightower too, and we saw what happens when he's not there. They've got all these fucking like nobodies. And I mean, that's just not going to cut it. I think the dynasty is over. I think next year, I don't even know if they win their division next year. I mean, watch out for the Jets even. If they get like, I don't know, if they get Kirk Cousins and then get a Minkah Fitzpatrick in the draft or something like that, man, the Jets are ready. The Jets are almost there. And the Dolphins, I mean, they had some pretty big injuries I'm a Dolphins fan, so I would know. But and the Bills too. The Bills all of a sudden made the playoffs, and Patriots on the way down. Brady's getting old as shit, and that concludes my video.